As I like to ask you, over the last couple of months that you've been building up this business, where are we in the scaling up of Riyadh Air? Where are we in this project, and how soon before planes hit the sky?
Dan, good morning. Great to be here in Dubai, and my goodness me, it probably is the biggest startup, certainly in this region, in the last 40 years, and we're operating at absolute breakneck speed, as you can imagine. We've hired our first group of cadre pilots. We've had 3 intakes of cabin crew. It really feels like an airline now because we're starting our AOC, our certification flying, in September, so only in a few months' time now. We're building cities for our cabin crew. We're moving into a new headquarters building in a month's time. It's like a Google headquarters. And of course, typical startup. The benefit, we don't have a legacy, but we need to develop everything because we didn't inherit a start. So super exciting. It really has captivated the imagination and the excitement of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And of course, as far as they're concerned, it can't happen soon enough.
Right, and I know what you've also been doing is building out alliances and partnerships in the region. You have Saudi Air, you have Turkish. Who else are you going to be working with? Can you tell me?
So that's a key question for this IATA AGM. Tomorrow and the day after, we will announce 4 more strategic partnerships. They will be global A-listers. I think when that goes into the public domain, yet again, it will reinforce that everybody's looking to have a piece of this story at the moment, a global startup in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And after that, I think all we'll end up looking for then is 1 more partner in North America, 1 more partner in Western Europe, and 1 more partner in the Indian subcontinent, and that will give us a global network that will connect Riyadh Air to the world.
Now, as you build up that global network, you're also going to need to be acquiring planes, and this has been a key conversation around Riyadh Air. I know you made your first order in March. What can you tell me about the order book right now and when some of those planes are going to be delivered? Because this is a critical question for the industry. It seems to be failing its own supply chain right now.
So I think everybody's aware of the challenges that Airbus and Boeing have in terms of delivery conformity. We're obviously eyes on with that because as a startup we don't have a plan B. We can't change leases because we don't have any. We can't play around with an existing network because of course we don't have one. So we're very, very conscious of that issue. We need up to 200 aircraft within the first 5 years, so that's a big requirement on our behalf. We've got every confidence in our deliveries that will allow us to go live for summer next year, and we're scaling up now with that in mind. So keep your eyes open. Riyadh Air, big statement of the Kingdom's intent, summer next year, Dan.
But you've got assurances from Boeing and Airbus that you'll get those planes on time.
So we've seen some movement like everybody else, and of course we've adapted those into our plans. For the reasons I've said before, we don't have a plan B. We've got great commitments from Boeing and Airbus, and it allows us to go live summer of next year.
Okay, one of the other major issues at the moment is the spending trajectory in Saudi Arabia, and I wanted to ask you about this as well. The Saudis have been reprioritizing budget, scaling back some of those mega and giga projects to address what is a fiscal spending gap right now. Are you confident that you have funding secured for Riyadh Air?
So we're moving at breakneck speed. There is no scaling back in any way with us. And I would say the mood of the Kingdom right now is they would like us to be able to start by a week on Tuesday, if that was ever possible. Of course, it's not. In terms of the giga projects, Dariyah Gate in Riyadh, Red Sea Resort opened earlier this year, Alula still very much moving with real pace. So the common denominator, of course, is better connectivity, and that's the mandate of Riyadh Air.
Tony, just before I let you go, you're also heading to Paris Fashion Week, I hear.
We are. So 26, 27, Paris Fashion Week, the House of Haute Couture. It's never been done before by an airline. We will launch the collection of Riyadh Air fashion, 35 pieces. Think of the movie Catch Me If You Can. Think Pan Am back in the 60s, but with a real modern twist. Nobody's done this before. It's a statement of our intent, a modern, digitally focused, beautiful airline.